Hola and welcome to Barcelona, Spain for day 4 of the Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series. As we near the end of round robin 1, the Swiss and French could do with a drop of luck. The British and Americans continue their search for consistency in inconsistent conditions, and the Italians are putting the challengers under real pressure. Looking at the standings, Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli heads the table with INEOS Britannia, while Emirates Team New Zealand have slipped in these rankings after losing a day's racing to make repairs on their boat. Take the Kiwis out of the equation, and the Italians look even more impressive with a perfect win record against the challengers. So what will today hold? Sadly, there was more trouble on the horizon for Alinghi Red Bull Racing. Problems with their mast delayed their entry to match 12 against Emirates Team New Zealand. So it will be Alinghi Red Bull Racing still getting up the course. Can they make it inside their 2 minutes and 10 seconds barrier? Can they get into the start box for this race? And on starboard it will be Emirates Team New Zealand. As you can see, bottom of the screen, that's where Alinghi Red Bull Racing are. They're going to be way late into the start box.
So Alinghi Red Bull Racing, they're having to actually sail their way up to the course. They have to spike off the chase boat no earlier than 3 minutes to the start.
Emirates Team New Zealand coming in now. They'll want a race today against Orient Express Racing yesterday.
This is the umpires. Switzerland, you are disqualified. Boundary penalty greater than 100 metres.
Absolute heartbreak for Alinghi Red Bull Racing there. As part of the rules, when the racing window opens, if you are more than 100 metres outside the boundary, you are disqualified. So absolute, such a shame there for Alinghi Red Bull Racing. They were so close to getting in, only probably a minute away from actually entering the course. So such a shame.
So the nightmare continues for the Swiss. Alinghi Red Bull Racing lose before they even get across the start.
Yeah, we can hear it. And in spam mark. Yes.
Emirates Team New Zealand not approaching the mark for the leg 4, so maybe, just maybe, they've decided they've done enough for today.
2, 1 and 4.
Both boats pulling the pin on this race, Stephen, so haven't had any confirmation, but the fact they haven't actually gone around that bottom mark, it's pretty clear that both teams have called it for this race.
Right, time to head to the start box for match 13. INEOS Britannia have port entry against France's Orient Express Racing.
Orient Express high in the box, jibing round. We'll probably try and get some depth, so they're back in line with the start. Still a minute to go.
INEOS jumping there, so leading back.
On est toujours au-dessus de la line cop. On approche les line cop.
France coming for the push.
Ok, on croise les line cop. 8 pin. Ouais. Il est pas loin d'être trop tôt. Ouais, je pense qu'il est late. On est à 6 late pin.
All about the time and distance. Are they early?
Peut-être un chouïa tôt, j'ai pas vu. Ok, super.
A little early there, INEOS. Gonna have to duck down, both boats having to duck.
Sûrement en attaque. Pour l'instant, on est plutôt position favorable.
This is the umpires. OCS GBR, get behind. OCS GBR, get behind penalty.
Slightly over INEOS Britannia. They've got to get behind 75 metres against Orient Express Racing.
INEOS Britannia 40 centimetres over that line. And we heard the surprise on board.
French will need to hit them hard here, make them pay.
Ah oui, un bordel.
That's a
Massive
really
opportunity,
difficult-
isn't it, for Orient Express?
40 metres to go. Penalty clear.
No room to tack back to the boundary either there for INEOS, so this will hurt for a little bit.
Orient Express Racing hit the top mark for the first time. They are leading the Challenger of record. This is a brilliant race. Race 13 of the Louis Vuitton Cup. Good sailing conditions, fast boats, so much more to play out here off the coast of Barcelona. Orient Express Racing are being followed around by INEOS Britannia. Nothing in it. Heading towards the bottom mark.
The fact that they've simo jibed means that they're both bow on bow.
INEOS Britannia on starboard, they have all the rights.
Great race.
Lead change at the bottom mark. Advantage INEOS Britannia as they complete leg two, but only just. Orient Express Racing going around that right-hand mark as you see it.
Massive, messy manoeuvre from Orient Express.
Right of way boat here, surely Orient Express Racing, so decision time here for INEOS Britannia. Lead change. Right of way boat, now the French. Oh, pushing it for the cross there, the British. I'd say that's too close. Whoa! What will umpire Richard Slater say to that?
The protest has come from France. We'll just wait and hear the
This is
decision.
the umpires, penalty GBR.
Oh, that is a massive penalty for GBR there. Surely the French on lay for left turn.
So as they head towards the top gate to complete the halfway mark, the French get a huge advantage with the penalty, which is now cleared on that cross. INEOS Britannia now have to play catch-up, but we know downwind, Britannia's quick.
Absolutely not over this race by any stretch of the imagination.
The voice of Lee McMillan. We have a piece of them on this tack, on this next cross. They're optimistic.
And it won't be tacking there. I'm not sure that was the right move there by the French. They've put themselves in a difficult position to come off that boundary clean and open the door there, in my opinion, for the British to hurt them on the following tack. So very, very close race here, but they will have to get out of that boundary with clear air. Advantage INEOS Britannia.
This way the whole way. Hey, stand by. Yeah, stand by. Happy to go? Yeah. Or down.
Oh, the British too late there to really hurt them then, so just a little late there matching. Let Orient Express Racing off the hook. They've got a breath of fresh air. They'll have to sail their boat well across here to not get locked out on the next tack, so race is fully on. Interesting manoeuvre again by the French there to head back. I've got quite a big gain there for the British, surely. Out to that right-hand side, quite a big gain there for the British team.
INEOS Britannia heading to the top gate for the final time in race 13. Good gain on for Britannia in a very, very busy race 13.
Stand by. 2, 1, board down. 2,
Race 13 in the Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series has had a little bit of everything. 4 lead changes, a penalty, imperfect roundings by both teams, but guess who gets the valuable point and their 3rd win in the series? It will be the challenger of record, INEOS Britannia. That's 3 wins now.
Yeah, good one for the fans, not so much for the boys on board. It was a bloody good race, and yeah, hats off to the French. They did a nice job making it hard for us. It's a strange one on the start. We're in a strong position, but just got the time on distance wrong there with the tactical lap, and then made a mistake with the penalty on the 2nd upwind leg, I think it was. So yeah, great race.
After the break, the Swiss look for redemption, the chance to close the curtain on Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli's perfect performance. And American Magic go in search of a confidence boost against the defender, Emirates Team New Zealand. It's time to head to the start box for match 14. Alinghi Red Bull Racing go in search of a much-needed point against Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli. Alinghi Red Bull Racing coming in from the port side, and like the race before, they're all coming in at high speed. Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli can come in from the 2-minute mark. They too are winding up and coming in for the dance.
3, 2, 1, happy for board down. Down. 3, 2, 1. Hi.
Plenty of wind pressure for the dance today. You can be as aggressive as you want. Alinghi Red Bull Racing coming back into the box.
Both teams on the J3 jibs there, so really, really nice breeze here. Both sailing at max performance.
This pre-start, in large part, is about mathematics, and those are the numbers you're hearing. Time back to the pin, time to lose.
They'll go into attack and then look to push Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli. Watch the speed increase here on Alinghi Red Bull Racing.
Alinghi coming for the push.
7 to kill, 1-5, 6 to kill, 1-5, 5 to kill. Happy to press clear for us. 5.
Inside the last 10 seconds.
1 to kill.
From what it looks like, it's going to be a clean start. And we are a go in race 14. Alinghi Red Bull Racing, Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli in the Louis Vuitton Cup.
This is good, I'm
Lovely start by Alinghi Red Bull Racing. Stayed out of trouble, judged their own line. Now they're on the right-hand side and going well.
My countdown for a board down. Yes. 1 down. And tacking, nice pressure on exit. Encore 8 la présélection. Nice pressure coming back. More coming after. And it rebuilt.
Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli all the way to the left-hand boundary there. Both boats sailing in clear air, so it's a bit of a drag race at the moment.
Sélection 8 upwind. They're attacking now. Nice pressure in 20.
On to Chaser Zero, Peter Lester. Clean start by both. Where do you see the advantage going at the moment? Slightly change we're seeing.
Yeah, it looked like Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli got a slight speed advantage. The other thing I'm seeing is the mainsail head is a little bit narrower than Alinghi, so Alinghi's top of that headboard looks a bit wider than Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli, so maybe Luna Rossa have just got a slight advantage in terms of their aero package, but coming up to this cross, it will be Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli by about a boat length and a half.
Oh, really close cross. I don't think Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli infringed there, but it'll be interesting to see what umpire Richard Slater thinks of that, but I think they were just okay.
We got a nice pressure here. I'll go to ley line, I think. Very nice pressure on the right. All the way to the left.
Little touchdown there. Just washing off a little bit of speed, which is unfortunate.
I think they have a pace
Heading into the top mark for the first time in this points race in the Louis Vuitton Challenger Selection Series. Another little lead change. Lina Rossa Prada Pirelli around first, followed by Elingi Red Bull Racing, opposing marks. 4 seconds, the delta.
Now the Seaway's got up, I can certainly tell you that. Certainly up at that top mark, looking up the course, the right hand just seems to have a bit more pressure. Lina Rossa Prada Pirelli, I think you've just got a little bit more boat speed than Elingi in these conditions.
3, 2, 1, or down.
Fantastic manoeuvre there. That was a ripper. That bottom speed really, really high. So that was probably one of the nicer attacks we've seen today.
Nice
of all the teams.
Very nice. Very good speed there.
It's been a great racetrack today. You know, the teams haven't been able to call it.
It is the finish of race 14, and Lina Rossa Prada Pirelli remain unbeaten in the Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series. They go to 4-0.
Yeah, it's a very good feeling. We did also a good job today, and yeah, feel super proud with the team and all the guys on the pedals, and yeah, I mean, everybody is doing a fantastic job. We have to keep pushing.
Right, time for the 4th and final race of the day. It's American Magic against Emirates Team New Zealand.
Come down, he's slow on 2.
20 for the pin, still 15 pin.
He's going high now.
Turning up press down him again. 15 pin, 6 pin.
Just below starboard day, not much room to the left.
That's transfer there.
10 to kill.
10 to kill.
15 for the pin.
Yep. Ties
Slitting above it.
11 pin.
It's still quite high there.
Both boats just above the
They're
marks.
going to start the... let's just start charging for that.
8 presses. 8 pin.
Nice down the way.
Building here.
The big one here.
4 early for the pin. Keep
We're
pushing
okay
him out
on
the
him
pin.
at the moment. You can come down.
I'll let you know when red options there.
Down, turning up here.
Emirates Team New Zealand pushing hard,
Turning up.
Close to
hoping American Magic be early.
This is way up.
1.
1 pin. Yeah, copy. Hold.
American Magic running out of runway.
Going for the pin. Full speed.
A split tack start here.
Two of the big names are a go in the last race of the day. Race 15, Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series, and a split tack start.
Nice push there, guys.
There's a little advantage there to Emirates Team New Zealand being able to force American Magic hard down to the pin, keep them slow, build themselves tack, and then actually rebuild the speed to hit the line about 4 knots faster. So a little advantage to Emirates Team New Zealand.
I think it's a small gain to us. Just see how we go here.
Right of way boat with the green circle.
It's very similar.
Give way boat with the red circle. So
I think we want to. Going to be almost too hard to hit here, guys.
gains back to American Magic here.
If we can do it, 2.
Yeah, got him in the window now.
Let's just keep coming here.
Minding up a touch run.
Yep.
Hey, you're 2 over, 3 over here.
Minding up.
Hey, my wheel. I've got it there. We are fast.
Still faster and higher here. You're going to have to try everything. But
okay, coming up into a higher groove.
That's still faster. Big push, boys. Still faster.
Big speed advantage there, American Magic. So they've just got a little lefty and they've used that speed advantage to sail the boat fast forwards on the jib.
Not got far here.
Right to us.
American Magic, I think we're expecting that tack. They got fast. They were reaching a little bit at them.
You look at the
Managed to
track.
carry that pace, yeah.
Absolutely. Look at the track. They were absolutely bow down there. Done a brilliant job to get past Emirates Team New Zealand.
Lead change on the first leg of race 15. And it will go in favour of American Magic.
That was a lovely move at the top mark, coming in full, then just taking that windward gauge, and I was really impressed. At times, American Magic looks an absolute rocket, and I think that was a little bit of a warning shot, for the defender of the America's Cup, but I'm sure the challengers will now be going, wow, American Magic in a bit of breeze is potent.
Okay, let's build speed and go right.
So both boats almost mirroring each other's moves. Anything you can do, I can do better.
My button here.
And right now it's advantage. The New York Yacht Club's American Magic heading down to complete leg 2, the first downward leg of this 6-leg match race. But like the previous races, this is tight. This is really tight. And beautiful conditions off the coast of Barcelona. It's American Magic around first, leading the defender, Emirates Team New Zealand.
Coming into more now.
So right away boat here now, American Magic. Emirates Team New Zealand, definite gains there on that last exchange. Be interesting to see what the Americans do here.
Can't get to late here. 30 seconds.
American Magic talking about going to late.
Coming up to complete the halfway stage of race 15 in the Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series. And it's close. It's really close.
Happy to press a little. The apex in my wheel.
American Magic still with the lead as they take the left-hand mark and head down for leg number 4. Emirates Team New Zealand take the opposing mark.
All the way down.
The chase is not over for the defender.
Nothing in it here, guys.
Okay, we should get to lay here, especially with a bit of a lift.
Yeah, if we lift, we do.
So Pete Burling there looking out to leeward from the leeward cockpit, basically talking about the bottom sector of the course there, turning into a sort of tactician navigator. Nathan Outridge on the handlebars.
Lead change. Lead change on the 4th leg of 6. Emirates Team New Zealand back in front, but for how long?
So Emirates Team New Zealand will lose about 2 boat lengths in this jibe versus American Magic. So keeping that in mind, American Magic possibly will re-overtake, but they are the giveaway boat.
Right now,
so bow on bow here.
And you're very close to laying fast mode and work it out at the bottom. It's even gate for the wind. What do you think, Andy? What can you see?
American Magic ducking there.
Can't really see the bottom right of the course right now.
Feels like it's windier in the middle of the course and right shift.
Stand by.
A little further. Okay, happy here.
1 and 2. 1.
And we go back, stand by. We're down here in 3, 2, 1. And turning.
So American Magic trying to get out of phase now with Emirates Team New Zealand. So Emirates Team New Zealand in a build phase now, and hard for them to tack back, but they'll cough up a little bit of ground to try and shut them down, and American Magic immediately responding.
Just keep the same process here, eh?
And board.
A fantastic 3D there of how many manoeuvres the boats have done, and huge amount of oil being moved there for the Cyclors.
It's just starting to trend left here, my wheel.
Top gate for the final time in this 14th race of the Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series. The defender of the 37th America's Cup, Emirates Team New Zealand, rounding the mark and heading home. Is there anything more to play out?
2, 1, your wheel. Way down.
Oh, a little skid there, massive leeway skid there to windward. American Magic, they'll be a little bit out of whack here for a little bit, getting it back under control. I think they've actually lost the rudder slightly there, so real wobbly moment there, American Magic.
Just coming away a touch.
Just stay with the drive here.
Emirates Team New Zealand in race 14 of the Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series lost the lead on the first upwind leg, but just hung in there, and they will get the job done and a W against American Magic. Mate, you've been wanting to get some race packets once she came out of the garage after to the bump. How does she feel?
Feels great. Yeah, that's exactly like we left it. I think we're all incredibly fortunate by how little the damage there actually was. Yeah, obviously crane freewheeling from a bit of heights, no fun for anyone, but just really lucky with the situation where everything was, and Cradle took a fair bit of the impact.
So, how does the Louis Vuitton Round Robins leaderboard look after day 4? Emirates Team New Zealand, Luna Rossa, Prada Pirelli and INEOS Britannia share the lead. American Magic are a point behind, followed by Orient Express Racing.